Welcome back, guys. Apologies for the old camera doing its wobble, touch the screen too much. Yes, we are back with another one. I think episode 9 this one is, or yeah, episode 9, part 9 of the All the Beer No Idea Oktoberfest series, where I picked up not all Oktoberfest beers, but German style beers, German beers, Oktoberfest beers, wasn't even to initially review, to be honest. Or it was to review, but not initially doing an Oktoberfest thing. I'm waffling on now, but I'm doing an Oktoberfest thing. This is part 9, I think, and the beer we are looking at is from one of the big 6. It's from Hofbrau, and this is their Münchner Weizen from Hofbrau, coming in at 5.1% in a 500ml bottle. Probably cost around the £3.50 mark, from Trembling Madness out of York. So go online, check them out. Very good service from them, I've got to say. I've not really had any major issues with Trembling Madness wise, with Trembling Madness order wise and what have you. Brewed to the Reinheitsgebot, I think that's how you say it, so apologies to any Germans if I got that wrong, but you know what I mean and I know what I'm trying to say. So Hofbrau, one of the big 6, part of the Oktoberfest celebrations, if you like. Do some good stuff. Their lager's fantastic. So yeah, there's the label again quickly. There is a Hofbrau crown, and I haven't got a Hofbrau glass. Well, I have actually, but it's a 2-pint glass and it's a Stein. So for me, I didn't want to put it in something like that. I wanted to put it in a Weizen glass. Now I'm going to put it in this Ienga Private Brewery glass. Weizen style glass. So we're going to get this cracked open and see what we get. I'm expecting this to be pretty damn bloody solid. Solid, very bloody decent, you know, because they just do good beers and they've been doing them for years. So let's get her out, get it into the glass. Ooh, it's lively. That's probably me launching it around. You do expect a big head from a Weizen. I've just taken the edge off there. And this beer may well change once I get the rest of the beer out of the glass. But for now, there you go. Beer in a glass. Typical sort of Weizen look. It's hazy. It's almost sort of caramel looking colour, really. Ooh, God, twinge in my leg then. I don't know where that... Oh. Fucking hell, that hurts. I don't know what that is. Anyway, 3-finger, really compact head. Cool, blimey. What's going on with my leg? 3-finger, compact head. Just slightly off-white, you could say. Caramel, sort of Caramac even looking sort of beer. Hazy. A nice level of carbonation going up the middle of the glass, which you might not be able to see, but I can. So, let's dive in on the nose and have a sniffers. If I don't chuck it everywhere first. I got a bit carried away there, didn't I? Let's have a sniff. Yeah, typical Weizen. There is a nice little sweetness there. Wheaty. Hubba bubba bubblegum sort of feeling there. Clovey. A little bit of banana maybe as well. Yeah, it just smells like a typically good German Weizen. So I'm going to try and get the rest in there. I think I'm going to have to go a little bit slower. I think I'll drink some, leave that little bit in the bottom, drink a bit, and we'll get the rest in, and we'll see if it hazes up a bit more. But it has got a good haze to it anyway for now. Anyway, Hofbrau München Weiss, 5.1%. Prost. Solid German stuff. I mean, I'm not even going to get onto the flavours. I was going to burst out and give you all these flavours and that, but I'm going to do my usual thing. %, decent body, not too heavy, certainly not thin. Certainly got some weight to it. Carbonation is quite busy in there. And initially when you're putting that beer to your mouth, you get a little tingle around the lips as you're lifting it up. You feel it more as you drink it. Does give it a little bit of a rough feel. That said, it doesn't ruin the beer. It doesn't ruin the beer. Glides down the hatch real easy. Drinks very much lager-like. Creamy feel to it. Do pick up quite a bit of bitterness from this one, I think. Certainly some of the others, obviously, you do get a bitterness and they're not all sort of sweet, but Weissens can be kind of pretty sweet. Do pick up quite a bit of bitterness on this one, on the back end for me. We'll give her a top up and we'll get onto the tasting notes. I'm going to try and see if we can get this a lot hazier. It's all going to go in. Excuse me, having a bit of gas. Yeah, I think I've pretty much got any sort of haziness out of the bottle. I wouldn't say that's gone any darker particularly. So it hasn't changed an awful lot, but look at that head. I know, I know I've poured it in again. I was quite vigorous, but the beer just looks fantastic, doesn't it? It doesn't seem to be disappearing anywhere. Let's give you some tasting notes. I mean, when you get the head like that, so smooth and creamy. The body's got a creaminess to it. All right, let's go in again, give you some taste. Very wheaty, obviously. I think that sort of banana sort of feel, clovey, sweetness sort of thing sort of disappears. You kind of get that on the nose, but you don't really get it coming through so much on the taste. Certainly not the more you go down it anyway. Wheaty, almost has orange. I mean, you would expect, you almost sort of expect a little bit of maybe citrus notes in there. Probably more banana you would expect, but there are citrus sort of notes in here, like, wit beers sort of have, orange, coriander in there. You do get that sort of lemon, lime, sort of orange citrus note in there, I think. Which one you want to put it down to, I'm not sure. I'm feeling like I'm getting a little bit of sort of like orange peel sort of note in there, but subtle. And I'm getting that, for me personally, from the sort of bitterness that it's leaving you with. I think it's leaving you with a little bit of that sort of bitterness to it. Goes down very easy, very smooth. 5.1%, I'm going to say it's drinking along them lines. You wouldn't argue it. This is, for me, this resembles more like a wit beer rather than a German wheat beer, if you like. It feels, you get the wheatiness in the beer, that wheaty feel, that sort of almost stodgy, fill you up kind of feel that you get from I think you do get from a Weizen. It's sort of, it's quite a bulky sort of drink and it sort of fills you up. You get that kind of feel to it, but for me, I'm getting sort of like more sort of citrus notes in there, or I'm getting that back end sort of citrus notes. I'm getting the wheatiness and the citrus note, and it's sort of feeling more like a wit beer. But if I was going to be brutally honest, it's kind of in between the two, rather than like a German wheat beer and a Belgian wit beer. It's sort of like in between the two. But it's a decent drop. It's a solid enough beer. I'm not going to say it's wowing me or blowing my mind, if I'm honest. But it's a solid wheat beer or Weizen. Yeah, would I recommend it? Yeah, give it a go. If you like your Weizens, like I say, I'm not going to tell you it's the best Weizen going. I think I've had better. Well, I'm pretty certain I have, in my own opinion. But it's definitely worth giving a go. £3.50-ish. It still beats 99% of the beers that we get in the UK. Not that we really get any UK Weizens, but solid stuff, well worth picking up. If you go to an Oktoberfest at some point, they're still going on, and you see it, give it a go. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. Thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you again, if I'm right, and this is part 9. I'll see you again for part 10. Cheers.